The war against the Nazis was long, but ultimately a failure. My war should have ended when the Nazis dropped the big one on Manhattan, my hometown. When the war ended, we were stranded. No one was gonna help us, but we didn't care. We had a job to do. Take out every Nazi we could on our way to the Promised Land.
Hey there tubers, welcome back to my final review. This is for the final piece of DLC for Wolfenstein, the new Colossus. This is the Deeds of Captain Wilkins. So in this thrilling final chapter of the Freedom Chronicles, you play Captain Wilkins, a renowned resistance fighter and veteran army soldier, armed only with a stolen battle walker rig. You must infiltrate the Nazi base in Alaska, fight your way out of the sub-compound into their base and try and destroy the Sonnengewehr, the sun gun. As in the other DLC games, it's a reuse of some of the other locations with a few new bits tacked on. It's ludicrously difficult, like a lot of the other ones are, but luckily you're able to turn the difficulty up and down to progress through sections that are particularly difficult. I didn't find the Battle Walker was very useful in this one. There's a couple of locations where it helps to have it to reach a crawl space or whatever that's higher up, but by and large it's not a particularly useful piece of kit. And I guess my criticism of this one again is it doesn't feel like a lot of the game or the levels have really been designed to use that particular mechanic, much the same way that the previous one where you had the constrictor harness that could squash down and slither through the air vents and things like that. There were sections that felt like they had been designed new for it, but by and large not all of the locations had. So you often can't use the constrictor harness or the battle rig or whatever to get past difficult sections. There's certainly one or two in this areas in this Captain Wilkins one where it's just nigh on impossible to get past, and having the constrictor harness doesn't really offer any advantage. The best you can do is attempt to try to sneak past them, but even then that can be quite difficult to actually see, to get past them without them seeing you, because there's such a density of enemies and there's really no way to sneak past I would have hoped with the rig it might have allowed you to get up to a higher level maybe to get past them that way or something like that. As previously, it's in some of the smaller elements that is where the DLC really shines. So in this one, the destroying the guns, it's a little sequence, it's a little bit different. The escorting the bomb through one of the levels.
Captain.
That gun is gone. Any word from Cross?
Still nothing. And that gun is still intact. You might need to check on him.
Clive works in the shadows. Never cared for that. I want the Nazis to look the man that killed them in the eyes.
That's enough gory details for me, Captain. Head that way and see if Cross couldn't use some help. Ginny out.
I want them to know.
Ginny out.
She hung up on me.
Probably my favourite thing about this DLC is where they almost start to self-parody Captain Wilkins. His bloodlust for destroying Nazis almost becomes a point of a joke, and one of the other characters is constantly mocking him and saying, woe down, settle back a little bit, you're too bloodthirsty, you're too violent, you're too fixated on killing Nazis, you're almost as bad, sort of thing. And that was quite amusing, I thought. Overall, the DLC has been excellent. It's well worth $20 to buy the 3 episodes. I think it's been a good extension to the game, and it's well worth checking out. I rate this one 7 out of 10. I suggest you go and check it out. And if you haven't played Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, definitely get it. It's a really good game. I'd say it's probably one of the best games this year. It's got a really good story and it's well worth checking out. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, if you liked the video, please click subscribe. And don't forget to click the little bell icon so you get notifications when my next videos come up. I'll be doing some more work on improving some of this series. And I'll definitely be reviewing some new games very soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.
Roger that.